defense in the league. This is one of the most historic defenses that have ever played as far as leading in three major categories. Okay. On top of that, to think that Kansas City's defense is good enough to hold Lamar Jackson to any extent, even if he was to decide he was going to throw the majority of this game, guess what? He's still going to burn that secondary up. So it doesn't really matter what you're talking about. Your linebackers have been suspect because can't any of them stay healthy. Multiple people in your secondary have went down, and everybody's playing a little injured, a little hurt, and it's like, yeah, it's playoff time, but when playoff time comes, if you're not on the field, you don't mean shit.
Correct. So that is 100% true. Like if you're not out there, like you don't matter. And we saw that this year with my South Carolina Gamecocks, who had 17 people injured for the most of the year, and we played in the SEC. You know how it goes. So Emily, Detroit at San Francisco. Who you got?
I want to go with San Francisco.
Agreed. Agreed. Kansas City at Baltimore.
I'm going with Baltimore.
Yes, 100%. So now we're previewing these two games. We're going to go ahead and let James go ahead and give his preview. No Mercy Sports. How is this going to roll down for everybody? Yes, Sydney, Kenny is dying to talk, and I will let him have his chance next.
First off, appreciate you, Sydney. Secondly, my God, before I'm gonna bring this up on my show tomorrow, and would love to have you there. But before Dan Campbell arrived, the Lions, over the course of 3 years, won 14 games.
This is true.
When Dan Campbell entered the building, it was essentially the same thing with Antonio Pierce being the Raiders head coach. You knew something was brewing and there was something going to be special. Now, granted, they went, oh God, it was like his first year. They were like 1-10-1 or something like that. But as the years progressed, we started to see something with the Detroit Lions. They knew how to draft. They knew what they were doing. The coaching was there. And, I mean, this year alone, with the fact that they won against the Kansas City Chiefs on opening night of Thursday Night Football of all games. Yes, biting kneecaps. I mean, outside the state of Florida, Dan Campbell looks like the sole person that is keeping Bang Energy in business right now. Yes. If you don't know Bang Energy, I highly recommend it. I love it. Anyways, but the run that the Lions have been on this year, dare I say, it is reminiscent of the 2007-2008 New York Giants. They're going into a heavily favorite San Francisco 49ers stadium. But man, oh man, they have been so sexy. I said what I said. They've been so damn good to watch this year.
Yes.
So it wouldn't surprise me if the Lions get the win over the 49ers and go to the Super Bowl. And you know what? I really think that Lamar Jackson proves the haters wrong, because God forbid we want Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl. So I got the Lions and the Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Lions and Ravens.
Yes, sir.
Wow. That I really wouldn't hate that. But so now we're going to give Kenny 3 minutes to talk about how he wants Patrick Mahomes dipping his ass. So go ahead,
I
Kenny.
need 5. I got one question for Matt before I start. Do you know what this is? You know what the number 6 is?
Are you trying to be Booker T?
Listen, 6 years in the league, 6 AFC championships, 3-2 in the AFC championship, 2-3 in the Super Bowl. Brady didn't even go to 6 AFC championships in the first 6 years, and you're counting out Patrick Mahomes. You're full of it, buddy. That man is
when he catches the ball, after he throws it, then I'll count him in. But
that's facts. You can't argue that. Now, let me go on to say.
Oh, yeah, sure. So when Jason Kelsey is drunk, shirtless, and screaming his ass off, everybody loves it. But when I'm doing that fucking B-dubs, it's time for me to go home. Get the hell up out of here.
Let him finish.
You can't count out Patrick Mahomes. Our defense will play good enough to leave Patrick Mahomes in it. Patrick Mahomes, listen, I'm going at Mac because Mac said, screw Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has been in the league 6 years. He is the only rookie that can go to the only rookie.
You understand?
He is the only rookie to go to the AFC Championship. Name me another one that did it.
Going to knock the taste out his mouth. Patrick Queen, Kyle Hamilton, they're coming after him. We are blitzing. I promise you, he's going to be laying on his back more than he's going to be throwing down the field.
Mac, I'm taking your side on this one. Everybody's so focused on Odell Beckham Jr., they're going to leave Zay Flowers fucking open and not even realize it.
Listen.
Chris, I could not agree more with this statement right here.
Pacheco is going to be irrelevant in this game. I promise you. And that's going to be the downfall. He's going to throw it, and he's going to be throwing interceptions. That's the problem.
How about this? I see both of y'all on Villains next Thursday night.
I'll be here.
We discussed it. And we discussed it.
Shut the fuck up.
When Kansas City beat Baltimore, you show your face and answer next Thursday night.
Bet your ass I will.
When you lose,
field. If you want to play football, we can play football. I'll run your ass over.
We'll see. When Kansas City wins, I'll see you next Thursday night. Everybody knows I'm taking Kansas City. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Now, let's discuss.
Well, you're not going to show up on my fucking show because you predicted the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. How are we supposed to take you seriously now?
Hey, check this out, though. Let's talk about the next game. I kind of agree with what Jay said.
We hear him fine. I don't know what's going on your end. Yeah, Kenny, we got a good view of your scalp there, buddy.
Too close for comfort.
James, I agree with one thing that you said. No, son, I've been a Kansas City Chiefs fan my whole life. I got checks to write that because I used to take shit from my brother, which is a Bills fan.
But he doesn't know who was quarterback before Alex Smith was. But go ahead.
Yes, it was. Anyway, here we go. Now, let's talk about the Lions and the 49ers. I agree with one thing you said. They have been playing good football all year long. But there's one thing that ain't nobody talked about, and I talked about it this week, and I'm going to bring it up on Villains. Everybody keeps talking about Taylor Swift, and the Chiefs. But there's somebody in Detroit that ain't nobody talked about. And I'm going to give the man a shout out because I think he is the greatest white rapper ever to step foot in the league.
No. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. I don't want to hear it.
Why you got to bring race into it?
Because he's been in every damn game. And ain't nobody talking about it.
And it's not even close.
Look, man, I know if
it's not close. It's not close.
Talking about him.
He's the greatest white rapper there ever was.
He does
there
not.
You go. Greatest white rapper. He is the greatest rapper of all time, and it's not even close. And this is putting Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac in the conversation.
Nobody's want to talk about Eminem going to the game. And better yet, he just said he'll be in San Francisco. I'm just saying. I got Detroit. I got Detroit versus Taylor.
Hold on. When's the last time Eminem was relevant? Let's just be honest.
A few years ago. But
Yeah,
I mean,
It
listen,
was a few
you
years
have to
ago,
understand.
I mean,
Shady is the second best.
I
Who's the
agree.
first best?
Fucking Tupac.
Listen to the
No.
demographic you're talking about, though, right? You're talking about a bunch of majority white females and white males, right? Which have opportunities to what? A lot of
which
these
guy,
kids
Sydney?
buy tickets, be relevant, Twitter, text, fucking Instagram, all that. They're all on that fucking bullshit. And when 50% of the fucking consumer is your entire, you know what I mean, is your main base, you're gonna feast. And that's what they're doing. The Swifties, the everybody, like that. That's why they're feasting on it. So what we as real football fans have to do is sometimes you guys suck it up. Remember when MTV invaded wrestling back in the 80s? You kind of just got to endure and hope for the
Let me
best.
finish what I was saying. I'm saying it's Eminem versus Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl.
No,
Makes sense, don't it?
no.
Yeah. Detroit and
No.
Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
I
I called
would rather watch a TikTok of Drew Lock singing "Put On for My City" on a 1 hour loop than see Taylor Swift in the fucking Super Bowl.
it. Hey,
So, Kenny,
we'll see
like,
next
who
week.
is your Super Bowl prediction?
The Lions and the Chiefs.
Lions and the Chiefs. And you got the Chiefs winning it all, I guess?
That's right, going back to back.
All right. So, yes.
But we'll discuss that next Thursday night.
Disagreement. So, now I will tell you
Oh,
how this is going to go down in my humble opinion. So the Lions are a great team. Matt Campbell has built a great program. Everything that he's done over there, he's done well. The guy knew his craft and he really put it together. Now, with that being said, the 49ers are on a different level right now. I think they have too many weapons over there. McCaffrey, Debo Samuel's back. It was just reported today he's 100% healthy.
Oh, okay.
Kittle out there. I mean, that matters. And Brock Purdy's playing like he's fucking Joe Montana for some reason. But
the weapons that he has, baby.
Yes, he has a lot of weapons. Doesn't really matter. All that matters is a halftime show will not come close to Prince. Yes. I don't even know who the halftime show is. I
Debatable.
saw it, but I can't remember. So I must not care.
Usher.
Oh, wait a minute. Then I should care. I
Hey,
love
Give
Usher.
me Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Eminem, Mary J. Blige. Give me that halftime show any day of the week.
So that halftime show, but Kenny the Guru and On Roy. Yeah, Kenny is on steroids or something. But that halftime show was the greatest halftime show of all time. And it's not even close in my opinion. Like, I love that halftime show. That was amazing.
I'm sorry. I had to make it different. My favorite halftime show was Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson, and he pulled that thing up. I'm sorry. That was the highlight of like I remember watching that.
I remember it too.
But wait a minute. We're talking about the whole show, not one moment. The whole show.
We recorded it. I had it on tape. I could rewind it and replay it. Like, you got to understand. I think it was 11 or 12 when that happened. So
Yes,
I got to fix with you. Like, yeah.
Well,
my God. I
was
remember
in my
that
20s.
halftime show, like, just because of my parents. I hated Justin Timberlake. But as soon as he was on, like, Shrek 3, he was making fun of himself at the ESPYs and everything like that. It was like, okay, you gained a fan.
Well, before I continue on, I will agree. I like Justin Timberlake. I don't care what anybody says. Like, I really do. I enjoy his music. Always have, really, to be honest with you. But with that being said, the 49ers will take down the Lions in a very close game. They will not run them out of the stadium. It will not go down that way. It'll be just like last week with the Packers, the win short, the win toward the end. I think in the end, the depth is going to get the 49ers the win. Now, Ravens and Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to tell you right now, if let's just go down to quarterbacks. And I know Kenny was sucking Tim Bailey's dick the other day because they both agree Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback of all time, and it's not close, is what they said. Which is really, really
I
weird.
said in this modern era right now, he is the greatest quarterback.
So once again, that's a ridiculous statement to think that Patrick Mahomes is better than Tom Brady or Peyton Manning. Probably
Brady's not in this era. I said this era.
Can I ask you this question? So you're telling me you could put Patrick Mahomes on, say, the Panthers, and next year they're going to the playoffs?
ain't no way.
Thank you.
Okay, explain to me this.
You
6
put
years
Lamar
in the league, 6 8.
They go to the playoffs.
He's the only rookie ever to go to the AFC Championship, this conference championship game.
No, he's not.
I'll say
Joe
this.
Flacco.
You put Patrick
Joe
Mahomes,
Flacco, AFC champion.
6 years,
Super Bowl Panthers.
6 8.
you telling me the Panthers are walking out with the Lombardi trophy. I dare you.
6 years, 6 AFC championships. Name me another quarterback to do it.
He may have swallowed. When it came to Patrick
Six
Mahomes.
6 AFC championships.
So
It's
I
facts.
mean, like the guy, like literally, he talks about Patrick Mahomes like it's his girlfriend, man. Like you don't know.
I love Patrick Mahomes. Let's just be honest. Patrick
Mahomes.
Mahomes has been in the league 6 years. He's never, ever been knocked out of the playoffs before the championship game. There is no quarterback ever in NFL history been in the league 6 years and made 6 AFC championships or NFC championships. He is the only quarterback. Give the man respect. He is the greatest in this era.
Yes, Jim Kelly did
You
go to
can't
four.
argue that.
You know, I'm gonna pull you off stage if you interrupt my set one more time. Like, come on now. We all let you have your roid rage 5-minute Patrick Mahomes dick sucking moment. So we're gonna move on now to, like I said, the Ravens. If you think that Patrick Mahomes is going to be a better fit than Lamar Jackson on any team, you have smoked some really good crack. I am not a Ravens fan. I am a Falcons fan. So I have zero investment in that team. However, watching Lamar Jackson, he's a fucking cheat code. He is a video game character out there. He is the best quarterback in the league. And he is going to go into this game and he is going to make a fucking statement. But let's not even talk about Lamar Jackson. Let's talk about how that defense is going to be on Patrick Mahomes' nuts the whole time. Because if we watch the Chiefs, and football is a game of matchups, is it not? Because like Max said, this guy ain't catching the ball and blocking, and he ain't catching interceptions. Like, that's not how that works. This full team right here, get the fuck out of here with that. I'm a Falcons fan. I'm taking Lamar Jackson over Michael Vick 100 fucking times out of 100.
I was going to say, Lamar Jackson is a modern day Michael Vick version.
Yeah, 4 Super Bowls is better than 6 AFC championship, definitely. But, you know, with that being said, the Ravens are a better team, top to bottom, special teams. The only place that I give the Chiefs the advantage here is coaching. And that's what I said last week. I'm like, Andy Reid will find a way to win this game by 3. And it's exactly how it went down, because Andy Reid is one of the greatest coaches of all time. I mean, he just is. What he did with Donovan McNabb and them, I mean, like, you know, Donovan McNabb threw that game. But, yes, they will have to move Kenny out of his way.
With Kevin Cobb, for crying out loud.
Correct. You know, so let's just call it what it is. The Ravens are going to beat the Chiefs by 14 plus. They are going to make a statement in this game, is how it's going to go down. They are going to go on to the Super Bowl, and then they are going to make a statement against the 49ers as well. I was just praising the 49ers and their weapons, but if you look at the Baltimore Ravens defensive weapons, you know the offense is going to get you 21, 24 points for the Ravens no matter what. So can you score 21, 24 on the Ravens? You cannot. Patrick Mahomes cannot. Brock Purdy cannot. It's not going to go down that way. Nobody is even close to the Baltimore Ravens at this point. If you watch that game last week and they played a good team, they beat them down. They beat them in submission. They were in their head. They gave up. Like they gave up.
I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I mean, let's be honest. The Texans shouldn't have been there in the first place, and it was CJ Stroud's first year under center. God. But no, I completely agree with what you're saying.
This is the only thing I'm saying about that game. Okay, it should have been only 3 points on that scoreboard. Okay, it was, if it wasn't for special teams, it would have been 3 points. So that's
correct. That is a fact.
So I mean, I'm just like again with our matchups, having Kyle Hamilton being 6'4", 230 pounds, he can run like a deer. He's gonna run. He's gonna stick with Kelsey like glue. It's gonna be bad.
I mean, you got Roquan Smith as a linebacker, who was essentially Khalil Mack 2.0.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like we're not gonna bring in extra linemen to blitz. We're just gonna have Roquan and Queen shoot the gaps, and that's honestly what's gonna kill Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Because you're going to have to double team Matabike. You're going to have to sit there. You're going to have to double team Jones. You're going to have to double team Williams. You're going to have to double team Pierce. So, and then you got Clowney. You got Van Noy. Like again, we have literally 2 complete defensive fronts that we swap out. So they're not going to get tired. And that's the whole funny thing is it's going to be like at the end of the day, the Chiefs defense is going to get ran all over. They're going to get thrown all over. And it's like that's more so like Patrick Mahomes, like, fuck, our defense, you can give up 20 points because I know the Chiefs defense is going to wind up giving up 30.
I agree.
No, I agree too.
And if Mark Andrews comes back, because Homie been running. I watch the play, the practices every day and the live interviews and little shit. Bro, he out there. I promise you, he plays. He's getting a touchdown. You can mark that. I said it right here. If he plays, he gets a touchdown.
What up, GQ? Thank you for watching from YouTube. And, of course, TJ. Man, I love TJ. I talk about how great TJ is every show, and I mean it. Like, TJ is just absolutely the best. TJ, you got to come on the show.
Lucy, baby.
That's right.
So, Andrew, let me ask you a question. So, Matt and James, you're signing this check right now and gonna back everything that you just said up next Thursday night when Kansas City wins Sunday.
Oh, just so,
yes or no?
Hold on, James and Matt. Just so y'all know, when Kansas City loses, Kenny will not be on the show next week. He will disappear.
Oh, yes, I
will. He's supposed to be gone.
I will be here. I will be here. But I want both of them to answer me this question. You're gonna write the check and you're gonna sign it. And when Kansas City wins,
Dominique Wilkins that my wife bought me.
And when Kansas City wins Sunday, you're gonna take the wrath next Thursday night and be a man and take the wrath from me. Yes or no?
What wrath am I taking? Like, brother,
just like Cowboys.
No.
I'm not strapping it up.
The fucking Cowboys prediction that you made. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, you just signed a check saying that Kansas City did not have no chance to beat the Ravens. Yes or no?
Hey, hold on. Let Emily talk.
I never said Kansas City didn't have a chance. I'm saying Baltimore is winning.
Right. Go ahead, Emily.
So, Kenny, this is the digital world. They don't use checks anymore. Welcome to the new year.
That's right.
No, that's not an
That's right. We accept PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, whatever you want.
That's right. That's how we do it in the new world.
No. You're signing a check saying that Kansas City will not win. Yes or no, James? Right now.
We all say Kansas City's not going to win. You're the only one that said
I ain't worried about you. You said Kentucky ain't going to beat South Carolina ain't going to beat Kentucky, and I told you they will. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
I'm worried about them too.
Hey, I have a text saying that Kenny said it would be 50-50 chance of Kentucky winning.
Right.
I did say 50-50. I
Hey,
did
There's
say that.
always a
but
50-50 chance
he's
they either
But
win
I
or
picked,
lose.
a
but I
Yes,
picked South
always
Carolina.
50-50.
Purdue, Wake Forest, South Carolina on a night game 9 times out of 10, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever sport you want to put it in, 9 times out of 10, South Carolina, Purdue, Wake Forest, Vanderbilt, whatever, they're winning that game.
Yeah, you
Not
don't walk
Vanderbilt.
into
Don't say that.
Rice at night and win. It doesn't happen. But with that being said, we are going to wrap up here soon because the production company is going to have a special show tonight. They're going to be live from the Chargers facility, just so y'all know. They are going to be there. They got a bunch of Charger fans coming. It's going to be a big, big show tonight. I will be on there on the 9 o'clock hour. So all my fans that want to see my beautiful face, you will see me at 9 o'clock on this show. My wife just gave me a dirty look, so not my pretty face. I'll take that back. When you want to see my face, that's all I'll say. At the 9 o'clock hour, I will be there. Um,
Ah,
so I just want to make that clear real quick because my wife did not appreciate that comment. So I'm gonna retract that statement. That's how it works. So with that being said, we're gonna do our wrap up. Kenny, you got like 1 minute.
all I'm gonna say is I'll see y'all next Thursday night. I don't want no excuses, and we'll be here to talk about the Baltimore Ravens and the Chiefs. Screw the other game.
He's gonna be so hurt. Emily, final statement.
He's already hurt with the Cowboys.
We won't see
losing.
Kenny because he'll disappear. So no worries there.
That's right.
Until next time.
Until next time. Hey Matt, final thoughts, man. What you got?
I look forward to coming on the show next week. I hope you send the link because, yeah, this
You
is
know I
gonna-
will. Good night, Jay. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Like I don't have any idea what he's talking about. But James, final thoughts. What you got?
Oh man, final thoughts. This week is going to be interesting. Man, oh man, I can't wait to send the topics out to Spicy Big Mac and Mr. Anderson. Just tomorrow night is going to be on a level of epic proportions. We got a lot of football topics that we got to talk about, and just it's going to be epic. That's all I got to say.
Yes. So I will be at work tomorrow, but I will take my lunch and I will appear on the show because like a lot of NFL we're in the championship game. So I will not be wearing my Christmas hat this time, unfortunately, but I will be on the show. I cannot wait, man. I enjoy doing No Mercy.
Man, I was hoping you would dress up like the Grinch, man.
Maybe when it comes back to the holiday season. But just so everybody knows, No Mercy Sports will be on tomorrow night. What time is it going to be Eastern time? Because I think most of our followers are Eastern Standard Time.
So Mountain Time,
7 o'clock. 7 o'clock Eastern Time.
6:30, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Yes.
Perfect. So 6:30, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, No Mercy Sports on YouTube. It will be shared here on Billings, so all you have to do is click the link, and then you can watch James and Mac and myself talk some good old sports. The one thing that I really like about going on the show is we get to talk some hockey, some basketball. I don't do a lot of that here. As the season goes on and we get out of the NFL, I will, because I'm a huge baseball fan. My hockey team sucks. My basketball team sucks, but the Braves do not. So I cannot wait for baseball. So final
Go
thoughts.
Cubs, go, baby.
That go Blackhawks. I love my Blackhawks. Final thoughts for me, guys. I've had a great week. My wife's Alabama team beat their rival in Auburn, so that made me happy. My Gamecocks took down number 6 Kentucky, man, rushed the court, got fined $100,000. I guarantee you they wrote that check happily. Ching, ching, here you go. They now have 16
Now they
wins.
got LSU to deal with, the women's.
So that's tonight. And we are going to show the world why we are the best team in the nation. And I want all the smoke. So, with that being said, before I wrap up here, I want to just bring out, in my opinion, here the Super Bowl is going to be the Ravens, which I have told y'all that. It's going to be the Ravens and the 49ers. Detroit could win this game. I'm not as confident as San Francisco beating Detroit, even though I do think they will, as I am confident the Ravens are going to really push it into the Chiefs. It's going to go down top to bottom. There's just too much talent on the Ravens this year. That they just beating people down, like beating them down. And Lamar Jackson is MVP, and it's not even close. Like Lamar Jackson, like if the Falcons will get Lamar Jackson, man, we will send you Michael Vick from the past. We'll take Roddy White and we'll send him to you. Whatever you need to get us Lamar Jackson.
Rookie Dion.
So Rookie Dion for Lamar Jackson all day long. And I know
all the guys you listed. It would have to be all the guys you listed.
Plus Rookie Dion.
Hey, look, Michael Vick ran so Lamar Jackson could sprint.
No doubt, man. I love Dion on the Falcons, one of my favorite players of all time. I love watching him. However, if you take him off those teams, we still don't go to the playoffs. If you add Lamar Jackson to the Falcons now, we do. So I would mortgage our Deion Sanders pass for Lamar Jackson right now in a skinny minute. But with that being said, thank you guys for being on the show. No Mercy Sports tomorrow night, 6:37. Be on the lookout for the link on Villains. This is College Sports Villains only on the Dog Media Network.
College football dogs. By the fans, for the fans. You win,